So there I am auctioning the Curio Cabinet in Butler, Indiana, and I remember the mark of a good auctioneer was to get things sold right away so you're not giving things away at the end. And I said, $100, $200, anybody else? We're going to sell it. And Grandpa Russell says, stop, wait. And I said, what? A little irritated. He said, I'm doing my thing here. And he said, are you going to sell it for $100 or $200? And I said, well, I think it's all they're going to bid. He said, can you think of anything? Can you look at this and think of anything about this Curio Cabinet to make people want to bid more? I said, well, the wood's beautiful. I think it's been restored. It's gorgeous. He said, well, don't tell me, tell them. So I looked at the crowd as if they never heard the conversation. They'd heard every word of it. And I said, oh, the wood, it's beautiful. It's hand carved and it's restored and probably cost you thousands to get something like this today. 300, 400, 500. Anybody else? He says, wait, stop. I said, what? He said, is there anything else you could say about it? I said, well, it's got nice beveled glass. I bet that cost a lot of money to do that whenever it was, 70, 80, 100 years ago. Don't tell me, tell them. So I look at them, and they heard everything and our conversation between us, and I said, oh my goodness, look at the beveled glass. Oh, it would probably cost thousands of dollars to duplicate it today. How much? 600, 700, anybody else? He says, wait. I said, yes. He said, this is going really well. He said, is there anything else you could say about this Curio Cabinet that might make them bid more? The crowd's listening and kind of smiling now and laughing. And I looked down and I said, well, those feet, the feet of the Curio Cabinet, I don't even know how you would do that with wood. It would just have to cost a ton of money if you tried to duplicate it today. He said, don't tell me, tell them. I said, oh, look at the feet. They're hand carved. How could you even afford to invest the time or the money to do that today? 700, 800, 900. Anybody else who'll give $1,000? Now 1,100. And I look at him and I said, can I sell it now? He said, yes. I said, sold, $1,000. You know, one thing I didn't tell you is that on the way up there in the speeches Grandpa Russell was giving me, he said, Mitchell, if I can get you convinced, I can get them convinced. You know, I think God's saying the same thing to us today. If you could just get us convinced, then he would use us and he would get others convinced. Maybe you're selling out your life for 100, 200, when God intended for you to have 1,000, have a tenfold kind of life. And it all comes down to, are you going to be convinced so others can get convinced too? If he can get you convinced, he can get them convinced.